Alright guys, we're here. I think it's Fight Night 22 for UBA Live. We're fighting Clinton Steele. Big dog, big dog. Hopefully we don't get walked through. And we prove to be a bit of a challenge. Let's get to it.
He said that he wanted known is that he has been improving since launch, and he has
Alright, we got good ring
on
size.
his YouTube, his progression through the game.
Seconds out.
He also wanted to note that he is 31, still keeping up with some of these young cats going through. But I'm pretty sure that Clint is also, he's also, you know, a bit on the older side, but nothing against him because these two know how to throw, and they know how to throw hard. And this is going to be a very interesting match.
Clint is, I believe, 21 years old, you know, 10-year age difference. The Battle of the Young, says Tornado says. And you could already see the slick boxing from the two of them. You know, Clint coming in, I believe, the fastest fighter here right now. Fish, what do you have for us so far?
Something to keep an eye on that you've already might have been able to notice is Tony throws well and he hits really hard shots, but there's
Oh, there we go. Fuck. Damn, he smothered the fuck out of me.
Not already! Oh, he just got started and already he's down!
Dang. Crazy.
Come on, T.
Ready?
The one in the right hook.
Let's go.
Okay,
Right, come on, Tim.
Absolutely not. Holy shit, the body shot.
He's taunting him.
Man, Clint has been Clint's
Body
defense
shot,
looking
body
sharp
shot.
here. You know, Tony's starting to struggle to pierce through, but, you know, showing he has the damage and, you know, the speed and placement is
As you said before this fight, it's the power of Clint's steel, man. It is unbelievable. It's like he has steel hands, as you see right there. Just moments into the fight, dropping Tony like it was nothing. It was a quick 3-shot combination, drops him like it was nothing for him.
Absolutely, as you know, we're struggling a little bit, you know. Some difficulties there, but you know the stream should be looking a little bit better now that some adjustments have been made. You know, we return to the first round. You know, about 30 seconds left into the
Come
first
on,
round.
T. Come on, you gotta make the first round at
And,
least.
you know, overhand
First
there
round, you
from
got to knock him out at least.
Clint's just been taking it with that knockdown. You know, he's running the round out. He's not rushing in bluntly. He's staying past it. You know, he's playing smart, and you know he's taking that first round. You know, 10-8. So far, what do you have for us, Tornado? Or not Tornado, fuck, Tomato.
He has that one knockdown on him already.
Probably isn't the consensus opinion, but Clint reminds me a lot of how
I've
Cam
seen
fights.
better.
A
Come on,
shorter,
T.
more compact type Cam. I mean, at that, he is sloppy. He's a bit sloppier than Cam, but sloppy doesn't always mean good because he's willing to let those hands go like I've never seen before. And that knockdown just goes to show. I mean, Tony needs to make an adjustment here. Just stay on your jab more. He's going in to try and combo you up with these hooks. Jab him and get out of range and rack up the damage. He's not going to find any success on the inside with Clint Steele. Back to you.
Man, yeah, I can't agree more. You know, I feel like Tony, he's letting Clint have a little bit too much free space here. You know, I think he needs to keep some sort of pressure in his face, but he needs to make sure that Clint respects it. You know.
Oh, I'm gonna have to
You
pivot.
know, I think just building off of that, I
Pivot
think
into
not
a shot,
just the
but
jab, but you know, keeping more offense in his face,
I might
and
even be
keeping a little
forced
bit
to
more compact,
circle
Get ready.
ducks.
and giving Clint more to think about instead of, you know, giving him the chance to set up his beautiful like rush down.
Round 2, the schedule 3 in this one. Clint taking an early lead with the knockdown in round 1, and already getting right back to where he started, kind of working on the counters a little bit, trying to build his combination off of the counters, excuse me. And so far, it's been working really well for him.
right now Tony is fighting at Clint's pace. It might not seem like it because he's the one coming forward, but the combinations that are being thrown are at the pace that Clint wants them to be thrown. What Tony needs to do is he needs to change his rhythm and tempo, and he needs to get off to the side and he needs to utilize that jab.
Back to Kyle, what are you seeing right now throughout this fight?
You know, I'm gonna have to restate that. He said absolutely. I thought I saw something a little bit, you know, different with how Tony was fighting, and I think he picked up perfectly right there. It is. It looks like since, you know, Tony's the one moving forward, it feels like Tony's the one winning it. But this is exactly what Clint wants. Clint wants Tony to be moving forward like this, just to work off the counter, like we saw earlier tonight. And I think, as I said perfectly, I think Tony, he needs to find his place. Feels like he's trying to make himself faster to try and match Clint. I feel like he needs to just kind of stay back. He needs to take a couple deep breaths. He needs to relax. You know, he needs to remember who he is and then has the power and the potential to beat this fighter. Because, you know, part of me feels like watching this, he might be giving up on himself. But that's just who Tony is. It's just the way he's fighting right now.
You know, what I'm picking up on right now
Him giving up on himself.
surprisingly, despite the
Getting
dominant
gas.
performance, a little bit of a
That's
fault
what it is right now.
whenever he does
swinging.
go to the inside and finishes his combination,
He's swinging
looks
hard.
like he pauses for a second to see, you know, weather the storm, you know, see what damages are coming out. You can see, I believe, Clint being hurt there for a second. Why that condition? When he throws his punch, he goes back to center line, and both of his hands are out of the way of his face. If Tony can pick up on that and maybe pull off a pullback counter, we might see a beautiful, beautiful shot here for Tony that could bring this fight back in his favor. You know, so far, what do you have that round scored to?
You know, that was a much better round for Tony. You know, it felt like he was on the front hand more. But it's just so hard to tell with the counters because Clint was on the counter the whole time. And Clint already hits like a truck. So I'm going to, just knowing that it's PTC, I think I'm going to go that Clint took that round. Ringside analysis, Tomato. What are we thinking?
You know, I saw a lot more from Tony that round. Tony followed, I guess my analysis perfectly. He started utilizing the jab more. He started using Clint's hesitancy to throw on the inside to his advantage. That jab and that cross was on point that round. It might be a controversial take, but I thought Tony had that round in the bag for sure.
No, I don't think it's ridiculous to say
Seconds
that
out.
Tony had that round either. Me personally, I really think that Tony
Okay,
had that
get
round.
ready?
But I'm just basing it off of the fact that
Box
we're on
on.
PTC right now, and the counters are just so overpowered. You know, we've been seeing it today a lot. So I think that Clint took that round just purely because of the power from the counters. But it was definitely a much better round from Tony.
I can agree with that. I can get behind that. You know, I'm seeing the same thing here. I think so far, yeah, I have Clint up 2 rounds, you know, 10-8, 10-9. You know, I think with the counters, you know, actually beautifully placed shots here from Clint on the inside.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, those body rips are terrifying.
The hooks from Clint right now are just coming from the depths of hell. Oh my goodness.
We need to see some more footwork here from Tony because he's letting Clint get in too often, and he's letting him get too far inside. Because the more you put Clint on the inside, the more he's just gonna rip that body, and you know that's gonna hurt.
There we go.
I'm really liking these combinations from Clint. You know, starting mixing the body a lot more than it was in the previous rounds, and I like that. Because those body rips are really going to start breaking down the character and making those shots easier to hit and the knockdowns easier to come.
Nice stretch.
You seeing those body straights?
Those body straights are definitely being felt by Clint right now. Ooh, good red hook, stuns Clint! Clint is hurt right now.
Upper.
I was making this point earlier, but you can see, you know, Clint's not truthfully responding to many punches from the outside. It's just when he gets to the inside that he starts picking Tony apart. I think we need to see a little bit less passiveness here from Clint, as he might honestly just be
Side step.
making it a draw for himself.
Side step. Left
Good
jab.
shot from Tony, kind of stuns
Uppercut.
Clint.
Right hand.
Hasn't been able to really hurt Clint, but there's been a couple
That's what he
times
needs.
his face is scrunched
Opens
up.
him up.
He's definitely feeling some of these shots.
Ooh, solid combination there from Clint. You know, Tony firing back, I believe, Clint taking the better of that exchange. What do you think so far, Finn?
I think right now we're looking at a draw.
That's
This
it.
final combination, though, is going to decide it. Both fighters hurt.
And you know, it is really just a matter of who takes these last few punches
Holy shit.
as we
Man,
end the
what an
third and final
unbelievable fight
round.
between these
You
two.
are fucking strong.
Yeah,
You
this
are.
fight's definitely moving to the
Fucking Tony. He said.
I'm curious to see who's up there.
And it will be Clint Steele will take the win again in a not dominant performance, but an unbelievable fight. And it was pretty known that Clint had that one in the bag. Man, the damage a lot closer than I thought. But man, what an unbelievable day
How bad was it?
for Clint Steele and UBA.
Not
Watch out for
bad.
this man.
The first round knockdown,
Man,
I
these
was
early
I fucked
prelims
up there.
have been absolutely insane so far. You know.